what it is, everyone. Welcome to the Death Cage, and welcome to the mixtapes. This is where we talk about all the things that we did, and how we did it, and why we did it. And today, we're talking about Like a Stone. Alright, so we're going to talk about how we get the soul power tone. Alright? Now, if you don't know what I mean when I say soul power tone, then you need to turn this video off right now, alright? You don't need to be here. Seriously. So if you're a real Tom Morello fan, you know what I mean when I say soul power tone. This is not a video on how to sound like Tom Morello. This is how to sound like me trying to sound like the Tom Morello. But speaking of Tom Morello's tone, the uneducated among us like to believe that he uses a whole bunch of effects to get his sound. But the truth of the matter is that his pedal board's actually pretty simple. He got a wah pedal, he got the whammy pedal, of course, he got a delay pedal, and he got like an EQ pedal with everything set to 11 that he uses as a boost. And that's pretty much all he uses. People want to believe that you can buy a tone. Get this effect and you'll sound like this musician, or you buy this amp and you'll sound like that musician. The fact is, tone is not in your pedals. Tone is not in your amp. Tone is not in your guitar. Tone is right here in your jazz hand. So no one can sound like Tom Morello but Tom Morello, because no one has Tom Morello's hands, at least until he dies and someone digs up his body, and let's not go there. But anyway, this is how I get my tone for Like a Stone. So we're using the old double neck here. We're using the Strat, but any Strat style guitar will work. And we're on the 4 position, so the neck and the middle pick up together, because it kind of smooths the tone out a little bit. If you play it on the bridge, it's not quite the same as, it's a little smoother. Now I know what you're gonna say. You're gonna say, "Okay, Bob, in the video you ain't using a Strat, you're using a humbucker guitar. Ain't that a cheat?" Well, no. That particular guitar has a bunch of coil splits, and it's got the ability to get the neck single coil and the middle single coil together, so you can get a Strat tone out of it. I recorded the song on this here guitar, but it's possible to get that tone out of that guitar, so it ain't a cheat, so get off my butt at it. Alright, so this little camera here is going to be my eyes, so you can see what I'm seeing. Alright, so out of the guitar, we come over here and we go into my Alesis 3630 compressor. Now this is a 2-channel compressor. Now my signal comes into the left channel here, and this is like my mild compression setting. So this is always on. It just tightens up the loose end of my tone without squeezing all the dynamics out of it. It comes out of the left channel and goes immediately into the right channel. Now the right channel is my high compression setting. Now normally I have this here channel bypassed, but when I need a boost, I turn it on. And what it does is it flattens my tone out, squeezes everything, as well as gives it a little bit of extra gain. From that channel, the compressor, we come down here into the pedal board, and the first thing we got is this Ibanez Weeping Demon wah pedal. It's just a wah pedal. I use it in the chorus, but it don't really affect the solo. Out of that, we come into the Digitech 255, which is modeling a whammy pedal on a setting that I like to call, that's right. Alright, so what we got here is we got a whammy pedal set 2 octaves up with the pedal set to control the pitch. Now I've also got a setting called Morello 2, which is a whammy set 2 octaves up with the pedal controlling the mix. But you're going to want this here setting for this here solo. Now one thing that's key for the tone, this here 255 is a buffered bypass pedal. Alright, it's not true bypass. For whatever reason, the buffer is important to the tone. Alright, if I go over here and I use the whammy on my RP 500, don't work, don't sound right. Now this is modeling my amp. Right, so here we's in the X edit, we's looking at how I got my 500 set up. We's using this 69 high watt 100 amp. Right, there are my settings. It's running into this British 4x12 cab. We got the old Tube Screamer 808 overdrive on the front end of it. and then we got a digital delay right there, all my settings, and a little spring reverb, right? So that's how my amp's set up. That's all the equipment you're gonna need to play this solo. But like I said earlier, tone ain't in your equipment, tone's in your hands. So here's how I play the solo that makes my sound unique. You probably already know what that is because you watch the video, you see me doing it. It's the slides. So you might be saying, what's the deal with the... Why you do that? Because Tom Morello don't do that. Tom Morello, he just plays it. What's with the slide? Well, I don't know. I think maybe it's my attempt of doing the whammy effect without the whammy. Like if I didn't have a whammy pedal and all I had was like a pitch shifter, so I would just... kind of give you that whammy effect. Or if you don't have a pitch shifter at all, you could just go up 2 octaves. It don't sound as good, but that's an option. So that's where the slide came from, but it's kind of the signature of my tone in that solo. It makes the way I play it sound completely different. It's unique to me, and you gotta be unique. You ain't unique, you ain't nothing. Or use everything else that ain't you or something. That's some wisdom right there. You might want to put that on a t-shirt, you know, and then at the bottom put dash K-pop. Yeah. Now of course the slides give me that unique sound, but it makes it harder to play because you have to slide up quickly and be precise and hit the right note. So it takes a little bit of practice. And then after the solo, we go into the bridge and I keep the whammy on and I play a little harmony that I wrote myself. Go a little something like this. If you want to play that in your version of Like a Stone. So that's how we make our Tom Morello Soul Power Like a Stone tone here in the Def Cage. So I'd like to thank y'all for stopping by, checking out the mixtapes. As always, have a good one, and solidarity.